What's up, everybody? It's Ryan, Regular Dude Gaming, coming at you today with some more Diablo 4 content. However, I have some admin announcements to make, which is why we're trying out this new look here, because when I try to do it with the background, the game backdrop, it crashes my OBS, so we're going to check this out. Alright, so update number 1, got me some sweet regiment gear. Shortly after this arrived, I put the shirt on the right on, and then things like this started happening. I was trying to get this gear all season, the Shroud of False Death. Popped it within an hour of putting the regiment shirt on. Awesome. Then, also, this popped as well about 10 minutes after I popped the Shroud of False Death. So, had a pretty good day going after I put that regiment shirt on. We also took advantage of a glitch discount code. It was 50% off. So this showed up, I believe this was 2 days ago, and obviously I had to get right into it. The grenades, awesome flavor. It's good stuff so far. I'm pretty excited about it. Alright, oh, I can't believe I forgot to mention this. Your boy completed the season. I got all my season goals done, as you can see here, and these are all from my X account at Regular Dude Game. If you want to go give me a follow, that'd be pretty sweet. Alright, so I think that's all the announcements for right now. So, let's get to the gameplay. And what we got going here today is we're going to go ahead and knock out another quest line. It's in the Hawezar region, much like the last quest line that I did. So we're going to open up the map. Oops, that's not the map. This is the map. Alright, so what we're going to be doing to walk a dark path. You can see it's already highlighted. So find the Decaying Farmstead. I forget exactly how you start the quest. It'll be in the details on the video, but so it says Father Dymus, that's who you talk to in Zarbinzet. I just don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head exactly where he is. Anyways, Father Dymus, the priest of Zarbinzet, has asked me to look into, asked me to look for signs of his curate, Symon, who left on a journey with a stranger several weeks past. I promise I can read good, guys. Symon's journal pages say they were headed to a ruined farmstead to the east. Okay, so we close that up, and you see the target quest area is right here, almost right outside of Zarbinzet. So let's just get it on, you know. I mentioned, we went through the admin announcements, but this is my updated build right now. We'll just go through quickly and look at each piece. This is the Shroud of False Death that I mentioned in the first part of the video. One of these pieces of gears I also popped. It just wasn't as dramatic. I think it was these duelist pants. You can see it's a 3GA, boosted the dexterity once through masterworking, and the armored hide resolve, which that's pretty awesome too. Still Yen's Blessing 1 GA, still Erotica Peleke 2, still the Ring of Starless Skies, which I popped on a Curast Undercity run for Mythics, which I didn't end up filming or recording, obviously. Ring of the Midnight Sun 2GA, and we got the Amulet that's a 2GA as well. The imprints, we have the Rake Manifests. Let's see, then Gorilla Skill increases weapon damage, and Max Ferocity. I forget the names of these traits, but it's off that Max Roll build for the Rake Jaguar by Chronix. This build rips. I was having problems earlier. I'm glad I mentioned this because I had the wrong rune combination. Yeah, right here. So I had the wrong rune of invocation. That's the top one, and it wasn't like fueling my barrier correctly. And it's pretty much essential for this build because that's what scales your damage. So without that rune combination, I was struggling doing damage, but now I'm doing major damage. Alright, so let's get back on with the quest. I also had to scale it down to 1080p. Resolution wise, 4K was just messing with my laptop and my monitors a little too much. Yeah, I have the Acer Nitro monitors, and they're only rated for 1080p. So forcing 4K through them was not the best choice. Alright, so now we're in, it says we reached our target destination for the quest. I'm going to go ahead and assume that we need to go down here, because there's not a whole lot of room otherwise. Uh-oh. So, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but it says Torment 4, other arm, Torment 4 up in there in the back top right corner by the mini-map. Yeah, Torment 4, and I'm ripping. Let's go check this area out just to make sure it's not in here. I don't think it is, but alright, so let's continue searching for. We're looking for, I think we're looking for that Symon guy that was mentioned in the quest description off the map screen. Let's go over here. I've got a new chair also since last time. 150 bucks. Awesome chair. Mesh back with a headrest. I put a little cushion on the headrest so I can actually like relax now. Game changer, man. Don't sleep on a good chair and a good comfortable setup for gaming. Alright, I'm gonna take a gander at the map here again. Headed to a ruined farmstead. Okay, so we're looking for a bang. See, I told you this build just vaporizes now. Alright, so where's the farm? Ooh, here's a farmstead, it looks like. Oh, lockbox key. Okay. Yeah, what is this? Open the forgotten lockbox. Let's see. Oh, here it is, forgotten lockbox. A record of my journey, part 2. I have the volume and stuff turned down in game, but you can read curate Symon. We'll just let that sit on the screen so we can actually pay attention to it. Chafes at such a thing. Alright, so now what? Let's go to Tybalt's Grasp. Let's check the map. Alright, you can see there's a blue area here from another quest I have active, but we're not worried about that, so let's go find Tybalt's Grasp. Yeah, but after making that rune switch, that rune combo switch, it was a game changer. And then of course, getting Shroud of False Death, Ring of Starless Skies, that's also a huge help. The Ring of Starless Skies actually isn't specifically mentioned in the build from Chronix, but let's get this artillery shrine. Nice. Yeah, so the Ring of Starless Skies wasn't specifically mentioned in the Chronix build, but I think it's pretty beneficial for this build. I have everything as according to that build that Chronix laid out from Max Roll. I'm missing one aspect on my legendary gear, but I don't really want to remove the Ring of Starless Skies for an aspect that won't replace the amount of the beneficial parts of the Ring of Starless Skies. Alright, a lot of spiders in this area. Alright, we're almost there. Let's deal with these guys because they keep hitting me and slowing me. Okay. There he is. Let's go talk to this dude. Right in the building. Have you seen a man named Symon? Oh boy. Okay. Terrified and horrified pilgrims. Haunt us no more, we beg you. Okay. Weird reaction. Push your ass left light to its darkness corners, okay. Speak with a frightened pilgrim. Okay, so let's go talk to these guys over here. Yeah, why did you attack me, bro? We've been tortured and tormented for weeks. But since that man infected us with evil, oh boy. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine. He only has one eye. All right. Question the pilgrims. Swordsmen hated outsiders. We had a terrible demonic face. Wow. Okay. So, question. Remember anything else? They're venturing east. Okay. Underground camp marked by Tusk. Not with him. Okay. The other one, his name, you should know it. Alright, well, that completes the first part of this path, or this quest path. Elias. Okay. So that was the first part of our quest line here. We're going to go ahead and cut it there, and we'll jump in with the next quest. So until next time, slay on!